Ba-doop-ba-doo!
Oh, God, you still haven't short this thing.
So loud.
Why is it so loud?
Culture's fault. Culture Casino.
Oh, by the way, I did learn that George R.R. Martin's cat died. I was thinking about eating it. I remember that from the letter.
Oh, damn.
No.
Still have 30 seconds.
Apparently, like, he's just bored of that book.
I got so many fans. Got to give them a chance to come in.
Or we could just, like, talk until they get here.
Legos are hurting my soul.
Ba-doop-ba-doo!
Does Vegas not have internet? He couldn't fix it there.
You know, he still hasn't added Brightest Day to the list.
No, I get that.
That's messed up.
What?
Did we interrupt you, Steven? I don't know. You were busy. Oh, here we go, people. It's the Not in Vegas addition. And as Christy said, equaling a raging Ryno once he shows up.
Someone was so bored they became a channel member.
That's how I work it. That's how I work it.
Awesome.
It worked. Every part of it. Welcome, everybody. It is Saturday night, and it is the dump. I wish that like leveled out a little bit more, but
Yeah.
that's Culture Casino for you because he's too big time now. My hair is flowing. I'm playing golf with Oh, I'm having the time of my life. Go.
What a jerk.
Yeah, what a jerk. Ooh, look at me.
I hope he has a hangover tomorrow.
Straight up. I hope his hair hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I hope his hair falls out.
I'm so glad someone else says that besides Steven. I'm so glad someone else says that because when I'd be like, my hair hurts after drinking so much.
Oh, I don't think people really say that, Kirsty. I think that was just a joke.
Anyway, welcome everybody to Saturday night.
I love how you laughed at your own fucking jokes.
He can't help himself. He can't help himself. I guess we're starting with him. Mads, what's up, man?
Oh, I'm doing something.
Okay, great. Beyond you, you had your chance. And Christy, how are you?
Well, how are you?
Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
What up?
What up? Mother suckers, nibble. And
nibble.
Stephen Walton.
Christy's here. I'm already defeated.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's tough.
I don't care for that nibble shit.
Well, nibble. All right.
You don't like nibbles?
Are we saying nipples or nibble? What are we saying?
I mean, nibbles, if you like those.
I mean, I guess you could nibble on nibbles.
You can. It hurts.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I don't know. But anyways, we got Justin Normie in the house. We also have Brutal Morningwood, and he said, oh, crap is right. We have Tina Bojan. Welcome to the Saturday edition of the dump. Keely Chow in the house. It's a maca raid, she said, even though he hasn't shown up yet. He will. We have Liquid What?
Hey, macaroon.
Yeah. What did she say his name is? Lady Gravemaster calls him Macarini.
Macarini.
Macanini.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Blake? Thank you for being here. That's I saw something special. That Islington girl is in the house. TT is in the house. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but Raj H becoming a channel member. Thank you very much.
Raj, you are dedicated. You are a dedicated fan of this channel.
But that means a lot to me because he always throws out to everybody the $1.99. Go fuck yourself, Steven. And I appreciate becoming a member. That means a lot to me. You see how channel members don't mean a lot to somebody else, but to me it means a lot.
I shout them out all the time.
Yeah, sure you do. Mads Mama Bear's in the house. How are you doing, Mads?
What's up, Mads?
She's a queen.
Hello.
She's a queen. We got James Hayes in the house. How you been, man? Hope all is well. And,
all the cool kids are in the chat tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably like, wishing they were in Vegas. Well, we're not. So
I would never go to Vegas ever. Sorry.
Ever?
Ever?
You get fun. You can have fun there.
No, syphilis is never
not
fun.
not really. I mean, you
Is that experience, man?
You have the Vegas Strip, and afterwards, it's just like
it's pain. The shots are painful.
No.
Oh. You need more adventure in your life, Christy.
I would say I would go to Vegas versus going to any Disney property or something like that. Because that's too fucking expensive. Holy crap.
No shit. I live like 20 minutes or 30 minutes from Orlando now, and I don't want to go there.
Name dropper. Who does though? I mean, I'd rather go to Universal. I want to go to the.
I still want to go to Universal.
Dude, I went to Harry Potter when it first opened up, and I heard it's like expanded so much more. I just can't wait to go back, dude.
I have a nerd on.
Totally nerd on. So let's Raging's coming in, so I'm gonna save the second one for him when he gets here. But I'm gonna share this one because this one I just saw actually, so it's not in our title. But we have the Shang-Chi star Simu Liu fires back at Disney. I feel like
the CCP is staring at me right now.
Simu Liu fires back at Disney CEO over experiment comment. And I know not a lot of people have heard this one. What up, gays?
What up? What up?
What up? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just building boxes over here.
Nice.
I could build like a whole house. Yeah, I could build a whole house out of all these boxes.
Oh, nice. Are you mailing something out or something?
I am, yeah.
Oh, well, first, well, let me first say, this Islington girl with a hot dog, that's my favorite sticker, actually. I send that out to everybody, so thank you for $1.49.
I bet you do send your hot dog to everyone.
I do. You're not special enough.
Anything phallic like.
So what are you boxing up there, gays?
A little project called Bonds that's going out in the mail.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. I think I ordered one of those.
Actually, I just packed up your bag today, as a matter of fact. Yeah! Now I got a box for you. It's going to go inside.
I'm stoked. I like it inside the box every time.
That's the closest Scott's ever going to get to a box. Again.
I'm on child number 3. I've done it 3 times.
That's why you got snipped. You're not going near it anymore. That's what she said.
Not until I know for a fact, dude. But yeah, so Shang-Chi. So we're going to just jump a little bit because the Marvel star will speak again. But he's upset with Bob Chapek. Why? Chapek made the remark during an earnings call about the experiment on Thursday while discussing the, you're giving me a huge word, the conglomerate. Somebody help me.
Conglomerates.
Is that how you say conglomerates?
Yes, conglomerates.
And that's why I work with my hands, people. Future plans for the theatrical release, calling Shang-Chi, or Song-Chi as some people will call it, an interesting experiment for us as the film only has 45-day theatrical window. Okay, so it'll be 45 days in the theater, and then I'm guessing it'll be made available then on Disney+. Plus.
They're going to try and
read the next sentence, Scott.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to.
I think they're going to try to limp this thing to a 45-day release window. I don't think it's going to make it past 20.
No,
limp is the proper word.
I mean, they're already showing the numbers are going to be the lowest. What do you have to say, Gaze?
I was just going to agree with the limpness. I mean, we've seen nothing but limpness.
That's true. That's true.
This isn't even going to make it with the Chinese, for crying out loud. Like, they're trying so hard, and they're just limp every time. You just slap that little thing around. Yeah. Just dangles there, pitiful.
Pushing rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Steven. So Lou gets mad at this, or Lee. Is it Lou? Liu would be Lou, right?
I don't know, man.
Okay, good.
Lou. Sure.
Really glad you guys are all excited tonight. It makes me feel good. Glad you're on my show. Thank you, Christy.
I don't want to be a part of this because, like, when this comes back on you with you trying to do some kind of accent when you say these words.
Everybody does it now. I watch other channels, and they're like, they always do. They like, amiga Montoya, or Holly Berry. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, my girlfriend does the same thing. We'll go to Taco Cabana or something. She'll be like, yes, can I get a quesadilla?
Yeah.
And
you know what pisses me off? What pisses me off more than anything, and I fell into it for like a hot minute, and I said, no, I can't do it, is people now in America decided to call the gyro a gyro because that's how it's supposed to be said. It's a freaking gyro, people. We're in America.
It's a gyro. I agree with you,
Thank
Scott.
you.
I couldn't agree more.
It's actually, in actuality, though, Scott, it's actually supposed to be pronounced gyro.
Yeah, I don't care what it's supposed to be pronounced. This is America. We pronounce shit the way we want to.
Bitch.
It's a gyro, and it's delicious. Give me some of that. cucumber sauce you guys put on that.
Tell me about this Asian
Cumberbatch. Yeah, so this Asian guy, he's the star of a show called Shang-Chi, and he said, responding to Chapek, "We are not an experiment. We are the underdog, the underestimated. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that will persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise."
You're going to make less than Snake Eyes.
Right. He probably wished he was in Snake Eyes. I'm fired the blank up. What did he say there? We don't know. He used it. Oh my God. To make history on September 3rd.
Well, see, here's the thing I think a lot of people are not understanding about this movie. Every one of the ticket purchases that you get for this movie, you are going to get a free gallon of pork fried rice. This is confirmed. So okay. I think this is going to do.
Are you are you trolling or are you being serious?
I'll troll.
What the fuck? Christy ready to go to Shang-Chi.
I know, right? She's ready for some good Chinese.
I'm ready to reconsider.
The biggest criticism I've heard of this movie is that it once you're done watching it, like it's less than an hour later, and you're like, man, I really need more movie. I really want to watch another movie. Like it doesn't keep you satisfied.
Right.
Like in a half hour.
Like an hour later.
It's like, let's get Enter the Dragon now.
Right.
It's like a chick that just lays there.
It's like what movie was it? The Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
With like you were so hyped up for it, and then you're just like, yeah.
Well, the opening 12 minutes was amazing, right?
Yeah.
It was.
Had a lot of woman in it for me.
Parrothead says, "You uncultured spork." Get it? Because culture's too cool for us now.
By the way, you need to check the back. I have something to share. Speaking of culture.
Oh yeah, we're adding this.
That doesn't even look like culture at all.
Yeah, it does. Look at him.
It looks just
no, it doesn't.
It is his face.
Wait a minute, that's not culture?
No, that is culture.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He looks like he's been doing neck workouts.
It's just hard to tell it's him because all the hair's been shaven off.
Yeah.
Post-COVID?
And no glasses, that throws you off.
Brutal Morning my ex-wife used to hate it when I'd ask the waitress, "What is in these here?"
Wait, why is it still up here?
Quesadillas. I don't know.
Quesadillas.
Quesadillas.
Oh.
That was good. So what do you guys think about this? Like, the guy's pretty much taking an earnings call, talking about a 45-day, theatrical release, and turning it into a fight for social justice against his own employer.
I didn't catch that part of it. I didn't catch that he's fighting for justice. I thought it was just more like he was.
He's pissed off that he's been reduced to a number. I'm sorry, that's what Disney is all about.
Yeah.
That's what you signed up. That's what you signed up for.
But
well, you know what the funny thing about this is, I think really Chapek is just like kind of thumbing the nose at people, especially people like Scarlett Johansson that brought the lawsuit for the same damn thing, that it wasn't out in theaters long enough before it went to the streaming service. And this is his way of thumbing at her, like, oh, I'm going to put this one out in the theaters and we're going to watch it lose money.
Right.
So I just got a text from the girlfriend. Apparently she is watching. Hold on.
Hey! So she's real, you're saying?
Oh,
yeah, she's real.
Okay.
I don't know how happy she is with the whole Taco Cabana thing.
Oh, the quesadilla. And for dessert, fried ice cream. Oh, you can't really do it to that, can you? All right. So yeah, that was fun. Shang-Chi sucks. Move on.
Are we moving on like that?
No, we're not. I was just pulling a mock at me. So what do you have to say?
Hispanic as well.
I mean, I think Christy said it right. You are just a number. This is the culture that's been created at Disney. They're going to get bit back by it. Good for them. Good. I hope your
valid point.
Hope your Gina Davis Institute department gets involved in this, and you all just start nipping at each other, because that's what these types do. These social justice types, they always end up eating each other, coming at one another. So
right.
Yes.
Well, they were allowed to go after the fans, right? They were allowed to go after the fans for how long?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm gonna sit back, eat some pork fried rice.
Yeah, it's bound to turn back on them. I mean, Disney is run by a bunch of old white people.
Yes, but they're virtuous, Scott. They're virtuous.
Yes. Anybody else?
I don't even know if we can even say that it's ran by them. Like, yeah, they're the ones that are in charge, sure, but everything they're doing is being influenced by other people, not them. These are not their decisions. They're, you know, well old enough to like, this does not match anything that they've done previously. Right. So yeah, I don't think they're running shit. I think they're just.
I think they're letting the inmates run the asylum.
Absolutely.
Man. Absolutely.
Well, they have been though. They have been for how long? I mean, it is pretty ridiculous.
As soon as you let that Gina Davis Institute in and influence your HR department, that's a wrap.
Right.
You're nothing but chaos. Departments fighting against one another. We're talking about a company that shuffles money around so they can hide how much money they're bleeding.
Are y'all talking about Disney, or are you talking about something else now?
Still Disney.
I'm sorry.
Why?
No, I was just like, that's not just Disney. That's just like, that's Amazon. That's Google. That's HBC Bank. Like all the that's just how the
Well, corporate America. I mean, they shell it.
It's corporate America. Yeah. They
Yeah, well, you know, I think the first company that really started hiding all their numbers was actually Activision. You know, when they took over Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, because they used to always put out all their numbers, and they were the first ones to start hiding that shit because they didn't want everybody to know how bad they were losing money, how bad they were bleeding subscriptions off all their games. And I think a lot of these other companies seen, oh, well, this is a good way to hide it so we don't have to show the numbers and show how poorly we're doing. So why don't we all incorporate that same mentality?
What? Wait.
Shang-Chi's not going to be the next.
Could be the next Black Panther at the box office.
Don't be
racist. Yeah, this is from a quartering tweet, and he put this up. Sarah Whitten, I believe, is the name of.
Isn't that Whiten?
Whiten? I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say. It's Whitten. Sarah Whitten says Marvel's Shang-Chi could be the next Black Panther, and on the next picture, Marvel's Shang-Chi projected to have worst opening in MCU history at the box office. I mean, worse than Black Widow. What do you think of that, Makity 90? Makity draws.
We covered this yesterday. Hey guys. We did cover this on the last stream, but yeah, it's like you propped this up as like, what was it, Scott, that this was going to be as big as Black Panther?
Yeah.
And then
I mean, some people. Well, you know, you always have the shills that are going to say this is the greatest movie in the world. You know.
For the record, though, Sarah Whitten has no relation to Jason Witten, the all-time great tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Just for the record,
I'll give you that. He was a great tight end. He was great.
Yeah,
he was
Hall
great.
of Famer, easily.
Yeah. No Gronk or Ben Coates, but great.
Well, Gronk is.
You mean the Cowgirls?
Don't bring up Gronk.
Don't you start, Christy.
Goes Dallas.
So I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. I think
this time of the year we have optimism. Sorry, go on.
You should have optimism. It's beautiful. I think it's just going to be one of those movies that's going to say bye to.
I think you're right, man.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for it. I'm interested to see what's going to be presented on film because I'm not going to judge something until I see it. I'm going to give it a chance.
I will. Well, I always will.
You know,
I love judging. I'm a judger.
I forgot who brought this up, but I think they made a good point in that if they revealed Shang-Chi on like its own Disney, like either its own Disney Plus series or as it's like a guest character in a Disney Plus series or a film beforehand, then that would actually build hype up because you're building hype up for a character that we know nothing about.
I was just about to make that comment.
Yeah. And you can't pull a Captain Marvel on this one.
Was there anything that was because you had like little previews with Captain Marvel. Was there anything with this character in any like
not yet
Disney Plus show, a movie?
No, like, actually, anything? It's the villain. It's the villain that we've heard of. 10 Rings. They were in Iron Man. You know, they were in Iron Man 3. Yeah, so we've seen the 10 Rings before, like little tattoos on some guy, you know, but nothing other than that. But yeah, Shang-Chi, but they'll use this as the excuse for why they have to take a hero that has a following and either gender or race change them because people won't give these people a chance. That's not the point. Give us a good movie and it'll grow. It might not have the best opening box office, but if it's good enough, people will start going.
Well, I think they failed with the trailer. That trailer did not like grab me at all.
Nothing for me.
Did nothing
James,
for me.
yeah, nothing for me. It didn't even move a little bit. James Hayes says, was this film meant to make money or simply produced to appease special interests for social credit points while they cash in off the next Kong versus Godzilla or something? Well,
I mean, those
it's made to get in China. I mean, they thought it would get into China.
Well, Kong and Godzilla is not a Disney property, so like they're not profiting
right.
off of
I get that
whatsoever.
I get that, but what I'm saying, this movie is made to get into China.
Yeah, and the thing with the pandering is that they're pandering so much that it's not even gonna. It's gonna even have a very little chance. Like we all know, the Eternals isn't getting into China. Period.
Right.
That's why they leaned into the Bollywood feel to a lot of it and had the whole dance thing. Because after China, then you have the India market.
Yep. Which is booming. Right. Well, was booming pre.
I don't understand why this is so hard for people. Like, if you make good movies, it will go international. It will.
What?
It will like be popular in other places rather than focus like, oh, I'm Michael Bay. I got to put every reference I can in Transformers to this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
no.
Yeah. If it's a good enough movie, it doesn't have to be fed to one culture. And TT says it good. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was going to tank. I wasn't looking forward to it personally, and then I also thought it was a great movie. Like
I thought the trailer hooked me.
Right,
like I was hooked on a feeling when I saw it.
All I know is the fat dude from Community I knew was funny, and then he became jacked. Then he got jacked, and it was a great movie. I mean, it's still one of the best Marvel movies.
It is. I agree.
Yeah, but it is. It's
really
Chinese
got hooked on the
propaganda.
feeling when I saw the trailer.
Again, Chinese pandering. Everybody agrees. I mean, that's what it is.
Yep, that's, I think, the experiment that they're referring to, actually. The real experiment is, can we get China to buy our garbage again?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nick. I don't think it is going to be playing in China, is it?
No.
Well, the movie Black Men to reduce on the posters for this one.
Well, didn't they have a similar problem with Mulan as well in China?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The Chinese did.
She's CCP, yeah.
Yeah, the Chinese people might have had an issue, but the CCP loved it because they hailed it and they loved it just like a John Cena would.
China John.
China John, I gotta love him. Thomas Gilkey, how you doing, my brother? Thomas Gilkey has a channel. Check him out. He's a great dude.
My future ex.
Are you hanging out with Culture, Thomas? Please tell us.
Thomas, this one's for you.
Oh, get them.
Just wanted to help him out there for a second. Wait a minute, one more time.
No, you don't have to do it again. No,
just helping. Just helping.
You got to put some sexy music with that, in, like a mini clip, Scott.
Oh, we have a clip. Don't you worry. I just got to load it up one of these days. So we're next going to talk about something. I'm glad Christy's here because you were a fan of the original Lord of the Ring movies, right?
Sure.
That's great. Thanks, Normie.
I fucking love her.
I watched them.
Right. How and the landscape. I mean, the landscape is Lord of the Rings. I don't know about anybody else, but to me, New Zealand became Middle Earth. That's what I imagine now. Anybody else?
Don't they have that little Hobbit town or something like that in New Zealand? Or
Yep.
Yeah. And they also have the New Zealand Beatmen.
Yeah. God, it's never going to happen. Well, New Zealand reacts to the shame of losing Amazon's Lord of the Ring. The mega series decided after season 1, they filmed there for 18 months. They're going to move to season 2, which I shocked has already, I guess, been greenlit.
No. I don't mean to interrupt, but season 1 hasn't even premiered yet.
Right. Greenlit, I believe, season 2 already.
They always do this.
Okay.
And they moved it to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
They moved it to the UK. How the hell? Why?
Probably because of the coof.
The coof, money. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hold on. Thomas Gilkey for $4.99. You guys all suck. Much love. Sporking, I got to hang out with Jeremy, Drunk, Ryan, and Nerdrotic. I know. Be jealous. I love you, buddy. Tell Culture, pet his hair for me. Please. Yeah, I don't know, man. It is cheaper, but New Zealand is Lord of the Rings. So I'll read a little bit. Reasoning, I think they give somewhere down here. I'm shocked they're already getting a second season. But here's the response. They said, it's a shame, and I feel for everyone who has put their hearts into this production. Season 2 was expected to begin later in 2022. So our role now is to work hard to keep the Kiwi screen sector employed. That's from David Strong, CEO of the New Zealand Film Commission. He said that the series departure opens the door wider to others to come in, and will continue to work closely with the government to try to get people in there. And New Zealand has been giving rebates and all this, a huge thing for them is movie productions.
Right.
I think it's messed up that you're taking something like this away from them. I don't know if it's that big of a story, but to me it is.
I mean, it's a beautiful setting, first off. I mean, New Zealand's got some of the greatest country for something like an old style, for like Lord of the Rings.
Right.
For that kind of fantasy. What?
You're such an idiot.
Maybe the UK was more open to nudity.
Maybe. Well, they say, as we look to relocate the production to the UK, we do not intend to actively pursue the season 1 MOU 5% financial uplift with the New Zealand government or preserve the term around the agreement. However, we respectfully defer to our partners and will remain in close consultation. Oh my God, I can't.
Oh my God,
consultation.
I can't put them together. Consultation with them around next steps. That's from Albert Chang, COO, and the head of TV for Amazon Studios.
You even struggled with COO there.
I know I did. I tried to do it in a Chinese accent. But my question is this: are they saying they're not going to like the terms of their agreement? They're not going to finish with New Zealand?
I don't know. Culture's not here. I can't read this smart shit.
Yeah, anybody. Damn it! That's when we need culture. The UK also offers substantial location incentive, 25% of qualifying filming and high-end TV production expenditure. I'm done. I'm fucking done tonight.
Think about it. Think about it this way. That's like a lot of the, that's why a lot of LA area they'll film in Vancouver,
right?
Because it's cheaper. So it's not that. I'm not saying it's that similar, but it's something like that. I imagine.
Basically, from what I'm reading right here, this just sounds like something where they're trying to consolidate, because they're saying right here the decision aligns with the studio's strategy of expanding its production footprint and investing in studio space across the UK.
Yeah.
So I mean, they obviously already got a strong presence there, so they want to consolidate everything into one area. It just makes it easier for them, and they are actually saving money by doing that. They don't really care about the product that they're going to put out. They just want to save money while they're doing it.
I think they may already be worried about the product, which is why they're making such an effort to save money.
Well, if they were worried about the product, they probably shouldn't have taken like Tolkien's work and smashed it to bits when they were talking about redoing this stuff.
Well, no, they did that out of loyalty to the high people council.
Well, that was good. You sound like me all of a sudden. You would think
there was a thought there. I just lost it.
You would think though, like, okay, so, and people are blaming New Zealand for not like inking a multi-year, even though they don't know if it's going to be a multi-year season deal. But they probably did like a good faith. Yes, film your first season here. If it goes well and you're going to do a second, we'll revisit it later. And they took advantage of that. So they're going to get all their like, shots for the outside and just CGI it for the rest of the series, which can go 6 or 7 seasons.
That's smart.
It's such a dick move. I don't know. Dick move I think it's a dick move.
You think this thing's going to have 6 seasons, by the way?
The hell no.
And he showed up in time.
Hello,
What's
mate.
up?
What's going on,
everyone?
Raging Ryno? How are you, my friend?
Yes, very well. How are we all doing? Well, I'm doing as good as I can be, being in lockdown for fucking, I don't know. We are past 15 minutes, yeah.
The narrative's over there, huh?
Oh, I swear right off.
The narrative is certainly fucked, yes. I am definitely representing that.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been listening to what you've been talking about with Lord of the Rings here.
Yeah.
And for me, the thing for me is are we going to notice? Like, as audience members, I feel like even with how good CGI and how good we have great effects these days, I still feel like we can sometimes see through them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to have those unique backgrounds of New Zealand and everything else, you know, I'm Australian. That you can still go to the actual Shire. Right. Christy mentioned it earlier. You can actually still go to the Shire in New Zealand and visit and all of that kind of thing. It's a big pull for them. It's a massive pull for them to you know, for their tourist attractions and all of that sort of thing. So I can see why New Zealand's pissed off about it, right? Just in general, But I look at it from our entertainment viewpoint, right? Where we're used to watching The Lord of the Rings and the great shots that they had in Lord of the Rings and all of that. And then you look at some of the great shots that they even had in The Hobbit. Right. You know, and I'm sure they're going to have some great shots in this first season. Now, look, from what I'm hearing about Lord of the Rings and this series that they're doing or whatever, I don't have a lot of faith in it, full stop, with all the changes that they're making to Tolkien's work and all of that. I think it's a disgrace. But just looking at that side of things, they're moving the production out of there. I just feel like that's going to take away from the imagery of what we're watching, and the audience will suffer for it.
And that's that's what I was saying too. Like, if you think about it, like, yes, and Time Prophet's saying, you know, we have a countryside in the UK. I get that. But the UK does not look like New Zealand. You might have the Highlands of Scotland, but it doesn't match the exact thing that we have come used to thinking of Middle Earth. To me, New Zealand is Middle Earth.
And there's only so much a green screen can do. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
No, he likes to interrupt Mads. Or
I wasn't. There was breaks. By the way, the UK is like the Seattle of Europe. Anyways,
Jesus.
What I was gonna say was, like, as far as, like, look, I don't think it matters to them about this whole move, because it only matters to people who actually care about Lord of the Rings. All they have to do is what they did with Loki. You put one scene in each episode that they're like, oh my God, it gave me the feels, and that's where everyone's focus will be. They're going to forget what happened leading up to it or what happened afterwards. You give them that one little feel for them to grab onto. That's all they're going to talk about on Twitter. That's all they need for this to be a success.
But see, this is also a financial decision, right? Shooting all the way out in New Zealand on site would be harder than setting up green screens and shooting in a studio, let's say.
Hey, Raging, I mean, that was part of the thing that we were talking about that was in the article, and that's what I mentioned, that a lot of that has to do with they've already got a huge footprint already in the UK, especially where they're trying to expand their studio operations there. So to them, it just makes more sense. To everybody who likes the Lord of the Rings, this is probably just going to further expose how bad their product is going to be. Because first off, you got a bad storyline. Now you're going to change sets, and it's going to take people out of it even further that already had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Right. And Time Prophet is fighting for his country, because he's right. It's based on England. I mean, the original novel is based on England. I get that. And bending, like, part of Europe into it, making the map. But we won't notice the scenery when we got non-binary hobbits. That might be a point. I just think, like, it's just another thing where the authenticity is gone. You know, and I mean, CGI has come far, but you can't tell me, like, and I know it's been years, but you can't tell me, like, the prequels weren't affected by not having it, like, on site. Like, the idea of CGI to me, like, I know The Mandalorian has made it, although they have, like, that weird screen they use.
But I've even noticed with that, like, it's good technology, don't get me wrong. But I've noticed, I've looked at some of the shots and I've been like, whoa, like, that almost looks just like a flat screen behind you.
Yep.
You know, you can still notice these things, and especially for something like Lord of the Rings, when you do have those nice wide shots, you know, and things like that, you're going to notice these things.
Absolutely.
I feel like the funny thing is if they were to tell a good Lord of the Rings story and honor Tolkien's work, it wouldn't matter about the money. People are going to come flooding to watch it, right?
But it's they're not able to do it.
Exactly, because they're not honoring Tolkien's work. That's
They're trying to recreate it.
Agenda over content.
Yeah, which is why they're going to have to do. They're going to focus on one moment in each episode, so that way it hooks in these people on Twitter, because that's it. That's all they're going to have.
No, Steven, like, what were you just about to say? Because I felt
every time it's agenda over content, it destroys a property, and we've seen it time and time again. And as far as New Zealand, those wide shots, that grand scale, that's a part of the cinematic universe that we've gotten from Tolkien. And so to take that away, it's going to rob just even the visual connection with that work. Not to mention the fact that they're giving us just agenda
the
over
shit they're giving us. And tell me let's just even. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going, buddy. I'm sorry.
Your classic fans that really appreciate this, they're going to see right through it. They're not going to appreciate it. And again, you're going to destroy a very fervent fan base for a property, and it's going to be a trash fire.
Yeah. What gets me too is the idea, like, if you're living in New Zealand, all right, for the first season, you're there for 18 months. By the second season, you're going to cut that down because like the 18 months, there was pandemic, there was this, there was that, there was rewrites. I mean, by the second season, you hope you get into a little bit of a groove. But let's now say some of the people that work on the, not the cast, but everybody else lives there. They might find a new spot that wasn't in the movies, but in New Zealand makes the perfect spot. Well, no, we're going to get the same shots every time now. Right. It's going to be the same mountain and the same open view and the same this. Like, I felt like it could have grown more if they were there.
I think the first season, they're just hoping to hook enough people so that they can go cheap on the second, and people will be drawn back in because for whatever reason they enjoyed the first season.
The problem is that the story's going to fall off, or either the story's going to fall off at season 1, like it's just people are going to watch it and be like, this is just garbage, or they're going to do the bait and switch version of it where they give you the first couple of episodes and everyone's like, this is amazing, and then it just goes boom after the next couple of episodes.
Right.
I lean towards that. I think that's more likely.
That was funny.
With the 2 episodes, like what they did with WandaVision. I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but boy, did it go off the rails quick.
Yeah, I enjoyed the 3.
I was different with WandaVision. I hated the first couple of, not hated, but I was intrigued, but at the same time, like I was a little bored by the first couple. The middle section was the bit that got me with WandaVision, and then it fell off.
I think that was perfect. Intrigued for the first 2, 3, 4, even part of 5. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
And then, that last episode just was terrible. Terrible.
Have any of you guys actually watched? Sorry to
no, please. That's how we go. Spin.
Any of you guys watched WhatIf? That first episode of WhatIf?
No.
Yes.
I have not seen it.
Yep. Can I say something?
Yes, please. What do you think?
I thought she was a better Captain Marvel Captain Marvel. She was a better Captain Marvel. She was a better Captain America than Captain America.
What?
Oh, that's what they want you to think. She's stronger.
Dude. I thought you were telling me this. I thought you were saying she is a better Captain America than Captain America.
No. Put it this way. The very first thing, the moment, like it shot into my head the first time I saw it. So the what if moment, spoilers for what if, anybody, if you want to leave, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The what if moment was her not going up in the seating area in the box. She stayed down there. So I guess everybody else decides to stay down there. The bomb goes off there.
That's the problem with it, though, Sporking.
Right.
She makes the decision to stay down there and not go up into the booth.
Right.
But no one goes into the booth.
Well, she stayed here. I am.
She basically made a decision almost for everyone.
Right.
To just not go up in the booth.
Wouldn't have changed anything.
What's odd though, this goes against everything we know about this universe. Like Kang should have had his people go there and just melt all of them.
See, that's where we don't know where this actually is taking place. Is this taking place after the events of Loki? I think it is, and I think they have to have that because this is actually supposed to be canon, from what I'm hearing.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
These what if stories are canon.
I got a question for you guys real quick. So the picture you showed, you're saying that is she supposed to actually be Captain America?
No, she's Captain Britain.
I was going to say because that's the Captain Britain uniform.
Well, they didn't even call her Captain Britain. They call her Captain Carter.
Yeah. Because they're trying to play off the name Agent Carter and all of that. Like that's where the
What bothered me though, man, what bothered me was, okay, so that happens. He gets shot, so he can't get into the machine to turn him into a super soldier. So she has to. They started off, they pull the thing, and the one thing that just, boom, hit me that she's going to be the bestest ever. She doesn't even scream once. I mean, they have to like look at Steve and be like, can you make it? Can you do it? He's like, I can do it. She's just like, okay, let's get this over with. And they bleep, and she's done.
She comes out and she is bush.
I think that's
huge. Abby Smash.
You think y'all would be sexist, but me, when she came out, I was like, where the hell did her boobs go?
Right, yeah. She becomes
that was me.
I completely agree. It's boobs on top of pecs. That's the problem. So it doesn't look like there's any boobs when you've got that front on shot. When you see like a side profile, yeah, she's still got a little bit of boob there, but
yeah, so I'll share a little bit here and there.
I think their idea of a strong woman is just a really strong man. Like,
I mean, we talked about it about Captain Marvel. Whoa. Captain Marvel, they made her jaw bigger.
Taskmaster. They had the dude do all the acting and then slapped a woman's face on it. There's your example.
Right there.
Strong woman, strong man.
It's
strong
so
man.
Retarded.
It's garbage, man. What else did you think about it?
Well, I'm confused on how she got in there, though. Like, how does she get into the...
Okay, so what happens is the explosion at the lab that they're doing to make Steve the first super soldier, the explosion happens before the experiment, not after. So Steve's getting into it, and then Captain Carter, because she decides to stay down there, she notices the guy earlier, and he ignites it earlier. So the bomb goes off, Steve gets shot a couple of times, and Howard Stark is like, quick, we've only got so much time. We've only got one chance at this. The power, or whatever they're fucking saying. And he asks the general to get in there, and he's like, I'm not getting in there. And Steve's like, I'll do it. And he can't get up. So Peggy jumps in there.
Yep.
And
takes it like a champ, dude.
Oh, but like she just does everything. She saves Bucky from the train.
Yeah.
And there is that line in there. You nearly ripped my arm off.
Yeah.
Wait.
Man, they go through in this half an hour episode. They go through like
Captain America First Avenger.
America's. Well, is it the entire?
Yes.
Like, I think they touch on more though. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, it changes because she's able to get the Tesseract. So like,
oh, nice. She does everything so easily. She's
more powerful.
She literally punches a Yahtzee in the nuts as well.
Yep.
She's flipping Mac. She jumped on 2 grenades.
Dude, she's flipping like Mac-sized trucks in the air with her shield. Dude, powerful.
And then they turn Steve into essentially the first Iron Man. They Howard makes the very first suit that Tony made in the cave from Iron Man 1. So he basically makes a suit like that, gives that to Steve, and he just flies around in that. They still keep the love story and they still touch on the dance and all of that sort of thing. I don't know how the story goes with, you know what I thought they were going to do? When the train crashed down and Steve was in the rubble and she thought that Steve was dead.
Winter Soldier.
That's exactly what I thought. I go, they're going to turn Steve into the Winter Soldier.
I thought so too.
Been interesting.
And then he comes back and he's just in the suit still.
Right.
It's like, what? Okay.
By the way, she is not attracted to this little dude whatsoever.
No,
not at all.
That's not
she's huge. And like, oh man, like huge. And the funny thing is like Peggy Carter as a character can be quite attractive. She's quite sexy, really. Mm-hmm. And they make her come out of this the chamber thing, and she looks like, I'm going to try and bring it up actually. She looks so
like
oh man,
I'm trying to find the image. Yeah, she looks like a dude in a dress.
The GameStop lady, that was a strong woman.
I mean, you got this beautiful woman.
Not as strong as the one that went to the Star Wars shop. That she was
very strong. Very strong.
I mean, you got the original Peggy Carter, like the actress, who is just a beautiful woman, you know. And you just change her.
How does she have the shield? I thought the shield was property of the U.S. government.
Oh, no. Because she works for, I mean,
Howard gives it to her.
Yeah, Howard.
Howard gives it to her like how he gives it to Steve.
Well, no, because Steve finds it. He just decides, hey, this is going to be perfect for you, honey tits.
Oh, that's true, actually, yeah.
It's just, it's so ridiculous, man.
So Ryno, are they making a vague inference that Steve is impotent by saying that he can't get up? Just kind of curious.
Could I?
Wow. Maybe. You could.
I don't want you to freak out, though.
That's what you're taking from this?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I heard. I was thinking about it for a minute. I was like, boy, that sounds like that. I don't know, Scotty, can you,
I still have testicles, Dick. You know what else gets me, too, is the ending. So they open up a portal, a Kraken-type, Lovecraftian god comes out of it. She's able to fight.
Scott, it's a Hydra thing.
You sure? That's a Hydra?
Yeah, well, it's got the tentacles. It's the.
Yeah.
I thought a Hydra. I thought a Hydra has
though.
7 heads.
It is a god.
Okay, I thought a Hydra was a 7-headed dragon. My bad.
It's coming through the portal, and she literally pushes this god beast back through the portal, and essentially, like, the end credit scene's almost like she pops out the other side, and we're at the beginning of Avengers, but instead of Loki coming through the portal, Captain Carter comes through the portal, and it's 70 years later.
That's where, when she started pushing that back into the portal, you know what? It's an animated show. I take it with a grain of salt, but that part right there, I was like, you're joking.
Right.
Yeah.
It has 30 arms.
Well, remember, Steve barely could hold on to one of Thanos' hands and was struggling. This one person, get out of here, God.
She's fighting a god. A god. She's fighting a god.
Well, this is the other thing too.
Yeah, go ahead.
If it wasn't canon, it wouldn't necessarily be a big issue. You can sit there and go, "Oh yeah, okay, good what if story," right? In isolation, but it's canon.
Yeah,
you know they're going to make a movie, make a series. Like they're making a series out of the what if. But what I mean is whatever they see people try and latch onto, they might end up doing that story. It's like the upcoming one is T'Challa is supposed to be basically Star-Lord.
And if I'm correct, that is Chadwick Boseman's, I think, last recordings.
Yes.
Before he passed.
Wow.
Right.
Wait, is her name Peggy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Peggy Carter.
She's going to peg Steve.
Yeah, maybe.
She is.
She probably has a
dude. She would snap Steve in half because she's a super soldier and he's a twig.
Yeah. He's sickly too.
Of course he is.
No longevity. 2 strokes, done.
What happened with Bucky? What is Bucky's role from because if he's not the Winter Soldier, is he just going to die in a few years of just natural causes after the war? What?
Well, originally in the comic books, he had the serum too. He never developed like Rogers did, though.
Oh.
Who?
Bucky.
Yeah, I thought it was the Russians' attempt at the serum.
Yeah.
Or the Hydra's attempt at the serum.
No, they made alterations to him.
Okay. All right.
And
I thought they gave him some sense of super soldier.
So in Marvel history, I know with the MCU, I don't know if it's Marvel too because they've changed it through the years, but the Hulk was a version trying to figure out it using gamma radiation. Other people have used it in different ways. Red Skull, but who else? Any other major heroes or villains?
Not a major villain, but the main villain in Iron Man 3. The whole thing, especially with what he did to what's her name?
Pepper.
Oh, Tony's Pepper.
Yeah,
that was kind of them trying the super soldier serum. It just worked in this different effect, and I think it's a lot of it. It was just a lot of stuff, especially looking through Marvel history. A lot of it is trying to replicate that exact same effects of the super soldier serum, but just basically saying that it only worked once. Lightning can't strike twice, so it creates different effects depending. Yeah.
in the MCU, it has struck multiple times over and over and over and over again. It only gets better. Like the whole super soldier thing, yeah.
If I remember correctly, the Fantastic Four played around a bit with gamma radiation stuff, but I can't remember that.
Who?
Oh, the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic.
Well, that makes sense.
His brain.
Radiation is what affected them.
Yep.
Yeah, cosmic radiation though. That's different.
That is different than gamma. But I think they played around with gamma radiation at some stage within their storyline. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Actually,
it does make me. It does sadden me that I wish they did explore more of. Do you guys remember Bucky explaining the Winter Soldier program in Civil War?
Yep.
I would have loved to see that more explored.
Oh yeah, who else wasn't disappointed? Who else was disappointed in Civil War when they were all shot?
I wasn't.
I was, dude.
With the story.
I want to see those badasses go nuts.
Right.
Yeah, it made sense, Mike.
Well, yeah, because like the dude, whatever his name is, Zemo, like his whole thing was to stop the program. Why would he allow them to escape? Because what if What if they won? What if they got out of there?
Fun.
But the thing is Zemo had control.
Yeah.
Zemo had control over Bucky. He just had to say those words, and he's got control of him. He had to do the same thing for those guys. He had the book.
Yep.
I could have controlled.
They were harder to control, though. I know that much.
Yeah, that
right?
too. But I also think Zemo does have a sense of like his morals or whatever. Like I don't think he would even trust himself to have the power over them. Because something could go wrong.
I actually liked the character of Zemo. I didn't like Civil War, but I liked him.
Well, I like Civil War a lot.
I can't say I liked what they did with him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I liked it because, it was different. They brought some Marvel stuff back, like making him a Baron, but kind of cheesy in a way too. I don't know.
The mask? There was no point of him putting that mask on.
None
I was gonna say, didn't Enfys Nest in Falcon and Winter Soldier also have the Super Soldier Serum as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they've used
Oh, yeah, they had a better version, right?
Yeah, better. Yeah,
they had a better
the
version.
Physical change, and apparently your metabolism isn't to a level to where you need to eat.
Right. Like that's such bullshit, though. Like, dude, why would I? Don't get me wrong. I want to be a super soldier, but I want to look like a fat super soldier. Like, I want to be jacked.
Well,
I want to grow 5 inches.
That's the best kind because they're sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing that they used on Bucky was called the Infinity Formula.
Okay.
It was a version of the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
But it was called the Infinity Formula.
That's in the MCU. Not comics. Okay.
That's in the comics. That's in the comics.
The comics. Okay. I thought they had like their version of it. They gave them. I thought so too. But whatever. All right, we're gonna move on to talk about this piece of shit.
Great! I'm excited already.
James Gunn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's been named in a lawsuit. Okay, so I know people are like, he was just hosting it. He's hosting a pedophile-themed party.
Wait, who responded with, well, he's just hosting it?
No, someone said that. I've seen it online, dude. I've seen it online. People are idiots. So I'm going to actually read an article for once.
Go for it.
The Suicide Squad director James Gunn has been named in a lawsuit against mindless self-indulgence lead singer James Uringer, aka Jimmy Urine, we'll call him Urine, for hosting a pedophile-themed party. In the summons for the lawsuit obtained by Human Events, an anonymous woman accused Urine of sexually assaulting, battering, and abuse of a 15-year-old girl, which occurred for nearly 3 years. It further details that Urine groomed and manipulated plaintiffs into believing that his sexually assaultive behavior was not criminal, and that by engaging in sexual activity with him, plaintiff was actually helping to protect younger girls from sexual assault. Okay. During that 3 year, I don't know.
So far it tracks.
Yeah, it tracks.
Yeah, it was, if I'm correct, it was one of the things that when he was bragging about it, and I remember I think it was Mike Pence who revealed all the tweets and such. That was one of the things they brought up, was this whole, pedophile themed party that Gunn was a part of, and I think there were photos of that too.
There was some earlier posts and pictures and all kinds of stuff that came out from Gunn. He's a sicko. He's a sicko. And he's pretty open about it. And considering the culture that he exists in, where this is just normal to them, it's just grooming kids, things like that's just normal to them. So this is
allegedly. By the way, let's keep that allegedly thrown in for Scott's channel.
We'll say it once. We'll say it once. Everything else is your opinion, though.
Mm-hmm.
In a section of the summons titled "Urine is a self-identified and self-promoted pedophile," the Suicide Squad director James Gunn's name comes up. The summons reads, knowledge and reports of urine pedophile continue to circulate to this day. Recently, pictures of Urine's wife, Chantel, and a man wearing a mask full body rabbit suit at a pedophile themed party surfaced publicly.
Bring out the rabbit gift.
That's cute that they brought something to entertain the kids.
I mean, this is just it's effed up, but it's Hollywood. We're hearing like more and more stories of this kind of thing, especially with like child actors and such. I know you guys remember the stuff that Corey Feldman brought up, and a lot of other stuff that was been brought up over the years. It's just like Hollywood's a sick place.
Well, it's been decades and decades, Mac. It's just over and over again. We keep getting these stories from child actors who grow up and the experiences that they've had or that they have allegedly had, and nothing ever gets done. Nothing. It's right in our face. It's just another example of things happening right in front of our face, and people with enough money the FU money, which is enough FU money to not care.
Right.
Nobody's doing anything about it.
But it's also like I'm seeing this from a whole different level of a cultural swing, right? Like what I mean by that is you've got they've now started to say that they're going to be making porn for kids. Right,
BBC.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's suitable for kids. I mean, that is such an oxymoron, such a contradiction of words, right? To have those things being spoken, kids and pornography in the same fucking sentence, this is just beyond a joke, right? Now we see what they did with cuties. We see what they do with like those dance mums, and I've seen people out there it's more about the mums. Hey, I've seen some of that show, and
they're trying to normalize it. Those
kids are still prancing around, acting like pretending to be like 25-year-old women when they're 10 years old, and like I've seen, and what I'm getting at is the way things were made to be okay, right? Like you look at slavery. I sometimes like to use the example of gay marriage, but people get really like, oh, don't touch that one. What I'm getting at though is like 20, 30, 40 years ago, gay marriage was frowned upon. Gay marriage was and I'm not putting a taboo. That's taboo. Right. I'm not putting gay marriage in the same thing as pedophilia or anything like that, right? Mm-hmm. Please make sure that I'm not putting them in the same category. But what I'm saying is the culture changes, right? Mm-hmm. So they start to give you these little seeds of things, and we start to get outraged, right? Mm-hmm. And we're sitting here outraged by this. But then, the outrage gets less because it happens more, and it just starts becoming the norm, and the culture changes. But this is something that we can't let the culture change on.
No, it's sadly a slippery slope. It really is.
No, when it comes to kids, it's never a slippery slope.
No.
I understand what you're saying, marketing.
Yeah, it was. It, unfortunately, when it started with the gay marriage, it was unfortunately unfortunately it did become a slippery slope because it allowed more open to this stuff like that.
I don't think it was gay marriage in of itself. I think it's people utilizing it to further their own goals.
Right.
Like, the biggest separating the two.
The biggest problem with this is.
Don't get me wrong. You can. Sorry. I just want to make it clear that we're not saying.
Yes, not at all.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Two adults can do whatever they want.
You can say the same thing, and that's why I tried to go to slavery. You go.
Well, you know what?
slavery.
I just want to add this in real quick. Like, this is the thing that drives me absolutely nuts. Because when I was younger, this whole thing started with the where the government was coming down on people that were abusing children, and they were sending people out, DoLiFiEd out to people's houses to make sure the kids were being protected. What happened to all these checks and balances that were put in place by government and municipal agencies? What happened to that? Where have they all gone to the point that you are allowing people to come out and say that kids should have pornography, that kids are allowed to sit there and twerk in front of adults and putting them at risk? Where are all those people at? Where's all the outrage for that shit now?
Right,
Dude,
that's the seed.
Education in schools is all about, if you're gay, here, let me show you how to, even if you're not gay, let me show you how to have safe gay sex.
Right.
Like, come on, people, we got to be smarter than this.
Yep.
You know, kids, they are sponges. They absorb information like fucking a hot knife through butter. I don't even know what other analogy to use. But I don't have kids. And all I'm thinking is, if I did have kids, I've got nieces and nephews, and I worry about them in this culture that we fucking live in right now.
Yep.
You know, I can't imagine what some of you guys are like. That, you know, Stephen, I know you've got a kid. It would be fucking a scary thing. All it takes is them to go to school, their teacher drums something into their head, and they're coming home yelling that you're a Nazi. Fuck.
Right.
Wow. Like,
it is already been easy enough for certain people. Like, we all heard the funny uncle stories. It's already been easy enough for abusers of children to get away with what they do, because there's a lot of people coming forward, children coming forward, being recognized as being abused. These things are a blemish on society, and they are naturally hid by some people who do not want to expose that. Now we have an entire culture in our entertainments that are literally trying to groom our children. They're trying to open them up to new ideas, expanding ideas, that they can change their genders, that they can be altered as children, that they should look at these different forms of identification or self-identification as something that is normal. This is literally about grooming an entire generation and making it an acceptable practice to abuse children. That is what is going on. And this is one of the reasons why I am fighting against entertainments and fighting for our modern myths, because some of these are being used for them. We see it with Nickelodeon. They just put out that whole like Pride Parade thing, trying to normalize the kids. Look, adult things should stay in the adult realm.
Well,
this is not for a children's realm.
It's that Muppets thing too.
Yeah,
did you see that Gonzarella? Did you see the Gonzarella thing, Steve?
Yes, we talked about it the other day.
The Gonzarella? What?
Yeah, Gonzo
becomes Cinderella, and basically didn't want to put on the dress and everything and dress like a princess to the ball because he thought that everyone would tease him and not accept him, and you know, it was fucking garbage.
But it's Muppet Babies.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, not even just Muppets. Muppet fucking babies.
Exactly. Muppet Babies.
Hey Scott, can you go up to the quote that we just read about? Okay, so because this is just something that stood out to me right there. All right. So, by the way, I don't know how you would dress up like a pedophile. Like, I guess have candy in your.
Well, that's why I was showing this picture.
Right.
Like a clown and a priest.
A girl in a school uniform. Yeah.
Well,
right.
So,
what I wanted to say. And again, I'm not trying to defend anyone, but the way it sounds, in combining it with that picture, it sounds like this was a party where he encouraged people to dress up like pedophiles, and then other people dress up like children, and then they role play. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm not saying anything else, but like, and as crazy as that is, I do think there is a huge difference between role playing like this shit with adults and actually going through with.
I 100% agree. But who comes up with the concept of having a pedophile party?
Right.
What kind of deranged fucktard comes up with the concept of, okay, you guys, I'm going to invite you guys. You guys have to come as the adults, and you guys have to come as the kids, and we're going to mess around, and we're going to make it all cheeky and shit.
Agreed.
Like, I would much rather them do that He agrees.
Didn't do the actual act.
Well, Matt, I see where you're getting at. I see where you're getting at. You're saying that it's adults doing it, but here's the problem with that: is they're actually celebrating that kind of nonsense.
Exactly,
and they're trying to normalize it by doing that.
I get what Matt is trying to say.
Absolutely,
I really do. But it goes back to like they're still doing it. I was with my sister when she saw that that article about what was it like? So, what was the article? Whatever it was about, like the porn thingy for the child porn. My sister, she about had a conundrum. Yeah. Okay, even when I was a kid, my oldest niece is 13. We knew what porn and stuff were a hell of a lot. We knew kids know a lot more shit than the adults think they do. Right. But it's about the way how they're taught about it. That's the key thing. And I'm sorry, as someone who doesn't agree with her sister, my niece's teacher, like, no, absolutely not. It should be parents.
Yep. Absolutely. And you know what? This is another thing. The problem with, so if you take that as its own isolated incident, that's just a freaky deaky party. But the problem with Gunn is he has dozens of tweets talking about child rape, pedophilia, molestation, including people that are actually, found possession of child porn. He has all the signs of someone that may do this in the future or may have already.
One of the tweets that he erased was something about being on set and a monkey ejaculated. And threw it onto a child, and he thought it was the funniest thing.
I mean, that is kind of funny.
Well, yeah, because always brought up. I can't name her, but it's the same person, the person who basically made Josiah Rice's permanently demonetized. She had tweets about that, how she was liking to like 7-year-olds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fucking twisted, man.
Oh my god!
And by the way, I want to go back. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but there was a disturbing amount of references to murdering and harming children in that new Suicide Squad movie.
Yep.
Wait, was there?
Yes.
There was.
Yeah, Brad, bring it up. Yeah, talk about that. The rat.
Oh, I didn't pick up on any of murdering children.
I didn't watch it, so
he killed 27 kids. Weasel.
Oh, the weasel thing. Yeah. But I mean, it's a weasel. That's what weasels do. I don't know.
They're not dingoes, dude. They're fucking little weasels.
Yeah, I've been
talking about dingoes
killing children before.
Dingo took my baby.
What'd you say?
I just said Dingo took my baby.
Such a sad story.
I like the way that we're explaining, like, okay, this was just a costume party or something like that. These are the things that sort of can start to come up, that start to seep in to start to justify it for others as well. We've got to be careful with what we say, I feel, because, like, even with the cuties thing, right? When that came out, it was like the defenders were like, oh, the shots aren't that bad, and it's trying to teach you. It's trying to teach you that this is a bad thing, right? Yep. Like, the way that they start to swing it.
Yes.
And, like, this is where I look at it. Even if it was just a costume party and there were all adults there and they just played it off as that we're going to have a pedo party, that's disgusting. I mean, I don't think anybody disagrees with me.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
That's just... Oh.
But that's it. You're absolutely right.
I'm changing my birthday party theme.
Yeah, you better. Textbook way of doing it is slowly introducing the normality of it into culture. I mean, there's laws now. What is it? California has a law. You could be 10 years different under the age of 16. Like, what is that? Yes. I know they were trying to pass the law.
So what? You can be 16 and be with a 6-year-old.
Well, yeah, and where I'm from, you can. 16, he could be 60, but under 16, it's like a 2-year difference. So if you're 15 and he's 17 and a half, the kid can go to jail forever. But like now they want laws where if the girl's 14, you could be up to like 24.
Incorporating maps into the LGBTQ flag. And I'm like, yeah, no.
I had to break up with a boyfriend because of that when I was in high school. Because I was 15 and he was 17.
Yeah.
And like he was... That's crazy.
Well, but you could be like 16 or 15 in some states and marry a 50-year-old, or at least bang him. It's messed up, man. And all I know is James Gunn, for me, shows all the flags that you need to. I worked in a sex offender place for years. He has all those, like, just joking about it, sharing like provocative photos, even if they're adults, still looking as kids. Like, you got issues, man. And for people to like fight for him to get his job back, and now the guy's making millions in Hollywood where kids are getting abused at his freaking parties. Allegedly, screw him, dude. Screw him.
Well, it's just like, yeah, and it's just like, it's the same thing that people like to bring up, and I know some people in some circles will bring up the whole thing with you let James Gunn back, but Roseanne Barr makes a joke about one of the people in the Obama administration, and she loses her complete job and livelihood and such.
What was the joke that she did?
I forgot.
I don't think she knew she was black. Was that part of it?
What?
Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was being serious, right? I think wasn't that part of the problem? She didn't know who she was making fun of was black, and maybe it said something. And since, you know what, that's fine. I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay, you did a great job, though. Thank you.
That's what she did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you're really doing great.
Hey, Ryno, how about those quokkas in New Zealand?
It's the same argument. It's the same argument, and the thing is that, and speaking to just kind of what I see on Twitter here is because there's a great amount of hypocrisy behind this because, and I brought this. Scott knows what I'm talking about because I brought this up. This is the whole thing with the Japanese culture pertaining to lolis and such. And that's complete. And that is, that's the whole thing of you're trying to equate fiction with reality. But this is okay, though.
Right. Well, go dive into that. Explain it a little bit better.
So it's a thing in anime. It's a thing in this different cultures. Lolis is a thing, and I don't like it myself because it deals with characters who are. The idea is because it's based off of Japanese culture where you have girls who are very cute to the point where they look young,
right?
And that was kind of the same. That it's kind of like an idolization of that culture, of that trait. And you have people all over Twitter who want to equate lolis for, like, if you like this character, you like this character who looks like they're 5 years old and you're a pedophile or something like that. And it just gets blown back in the face because it's just like, I see blatant hypocrisy because I know it's like those same idiots on Twitter will defend this shit like this.
Right. And that's a cartoon or a comic book, and that's this.
Right.
It's so weird.
It is.
It is.
I do agree. We should blame the Japanese, though.
Yeah. $20, Lola Meatz. Thank you so much. She's a member. Hail Scott and panel. Love the dump. Somebody does at least. Thank you so much.
You got me. I'm your peanut. I'm always here.
Oh,
I'm the peanut in the dump.
I wish I'm glad
he'll
Chris.
be your Huckleberry.
He'll be my Huckleberry. I'm glad Christy's here. I was hoping Jayne would be here because George R.R. Martin announced his new graphic novel. With Game of Thrones fans still waiting for the winds of winter. Yeah.
So holding out, guys? Are you still holding out, Jayne?
In his letter today, he made it very. In the letter he wrote us today, he made it very clear that he is bored with writing for Game of Thrones stuff. Also, he killed his cat.
Yeah, something about that. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say he ate his cat.
That he was. Hold on, I can bring up the letter. I'm so bored. I think my cat is dead. It hasn't moved for a week. I am hungry. I might eat the cat. Yep.
He said he was so bored.
No. This is something. That wasn't George for real. That wasn't George for real. He has his own thing going on. Just let him go. But George wrote in his blog, the 1,000 Worlds stories, because that's what he's writing in this one about, spanned centuries and light years and had their own cast of heroes, villains, legends, and colorful characters. None of them more colorful than the trader and ecological engineer, whoever tough, the protagonist of a long series of stories I collected together in the Fix Up Tough Voyages. I always meant to write more tough stories. So he's writing this freaking thing
Good. I'm excited.
It'll probably.
I'm not going to read it, but
it'll probably come out before Winds of Winter. I don't even know what to say anymore.
You're going to say that this book's never coming, Scott.
Shut the fuck up. It's coming.
Never coming. Your story is
This book is never coming. This book is no.
I will get the Winds of Winter
at all.
I will get it.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
I mean,
do you reckon
George doesn't care about you? He watched that terrible freaking series on HBO and said, "No, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't. How do I shine this turd?"
Yeah, it really killed the momentum.
Do you think that if D&D, those two had have actually ended the final season like better, it would have inspired him to actually finish the book more? So,
I think I do believe after season 4 or 5, he was not happy the way it went, and by season 8, when the final series episode is being played, and George R. Martin is tweeting about a different show. Yeah, I think it really messed him up. I think it fucked him up.
Well, I think it would have helped if he actually wrote the book. Yeah, so they had content to go off.
Well, they weren't supposed to get there that quick. They wanted like 37 seasons from them. HBO gave them whatever they wanted. They could have
open check.
They could have done as many seasons. Like they could have. I think George saw all the momentum that was gained by the first 2-3 seasons, right? And then when they killed that momentum, it killed his, why is he going to write it to be embarrassed? Putting out this book that no one's going to want to pick up because of how badly the show ended. He's not going to put himself in that. He's going to write this. What is he writing now?
The 1,000 Worlds.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, is it Game of the 1,000?
Well, I mean, if you're given a studio pretty much exclusive rights to do with your, story, anything that they want, you got to expect this to happen.
Yeah.
So he really has nobody to blame but himself. He should have actually taken a little bit bigger of a part in it. I mean, it's the same reason why Kirkman took a part in freaking Walking Dead, so he could try to keep everything under control.
The dude that wrote the Witcher series or whatever, when he sold it to I forgot the name of the Red Code, whatever.
CD Projekt.
CD Projekt, yeah, but the emblem is red. I was there. I was working.
Yeah, you're getting there, buddy.
Anyway, so when he sold it cheap as shit because he had no faith in video games whatsoever. Now that property is huge, and he actually tried to sue them to
try to get
some money back. I think they did cut him a check.
Yep,
but he had no legal leg to stand on. So they're like, "Well, we'll cut you a check. It's fine, dude."
It's just he's a troll almost. People are wanting this. You just don't give a shit.
No, he shouldn't.
Shit. I just don't get it. But yet, I don't know. We could keep pumping out shitty movies and shitty shows, but a great novel series, I understand takes time. I've been defending this guy for years now.
Oh, but it shouldn't take this long.
Hi, Lady Tauriel.
Hey, Lady Tauriel.
I bet it's already written, just sitting there in a safe somewhere or on his shelf, and he is not going to release it till he's dead.
It's like anything, though. Doesn't matter whether or not you like it or not. Whatever the fans sort of ask for is what you don't get.
Right.
People want the haircut, whether or not we get that, but they want that universe. There's a massive following for it. People want it. People love it. I know there are people that hate it, but, the fans are asking for it. No, we're not going to give it to you. We're going to give you a black Batman, and it's going to be Kal-El.
Right. Black Superman.
Sorry, that's what I meant. You know what I meant.
No, I like the story you had. That sounded better.
Black Batman. It's going to be Kal-El. Yeah. Imagine that. Some sort of fucking hybrid of Batman, Superman, Kal-El, but he's black.
He still has to dress up like a bat. That's so weird.
But yeah, the fans really want this, and they've wanted it for years, and he's had years to write it. From what I've seen, I'd never watched Game of Thrones, or I'd never really got into it. Everyone was like, Ryan, you'd love it. Mm-hmm. Never watched it. And now that we've gotten to the end of it, I'm kind of glad that I didn't sort of waste my time with it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what the fans are asking for, and you're still essentially just trolling them. I'm gonna write this book now.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You know, and this is where independent creators right now is very important. I really do believe that. Whether or not they're creating stuff on YouTube, sitting here chatting about the garbage, chatting about stuff that we do love. I know there is stuff that we do enjoy, that we do sometimes talk about. But the problem is in this culture war that we're in right now, the fans aren't getting anything that they want. And everything is a platform for identity politics or this or that or whatever. And, you know, if you've got the skills to be able to create something, fucking just create it. And if you've got the ability to do it, you got the willpower to push through. It doesn't matter what people say. The pendulum's got to swing. It's got to.
Yeah, well said.
I mean, I feel like we've been saying that for years now, and it's not swinging back to the middle.
I know. It is not at all, man. It's not at all.
We got to keep fighting. We got to keep supporting these independent creators out here, whether you're on, like Raging said, whether you're a YouTube channel, whether you're an author, or whether you're an artist. Got to keep supporting these. First off, a lot of the creators that have come out of this culture war are people who understand. They were Star Trek fans, Star Wars fans, Doctor Who fans, Marvel fans, DC fans. These are people that have been dejected, been told that they're racist, sexist, blah, blah, blah. Because we ain't going to deal with their indoctrination. Or these platforms, or these properties being used as platforms to change culture for the worse, to segregate us, not bring us together, not get us around the water cooler and talk about the latest Avengers movie, but to segregate and divide us. It is more, these are the creators that are out there now forging empires of imagination. And that's why it's more important now than ever that we support indie creators.
Amen to that, man. And, you know, like, you would think a writer, though, you know, like, that's somebody that...
A real writer, like
a real... Gaze. Like the gays, unlike you. A real writer, like the gays. And, you know, many other people we know, unlike you.
Right.
You give us, you make it's like people are like, well, he doesn't owe you anything. Well, yeah, he kind of does to me. He started this as a trilogy. So right there, you think you're only in for 3 books. Then he switched it to 4 or 5. Okay, I'll go to 5. Okay, so I'm only in for 5 books. You know, now it's up to 6, 7.
Right. And you've got you involved in this expansive universe. You do a show every week with a great panel of people talking about it that love this universe.
With this,
where's it going to go?
Yeah. What were you going to say, Makani?
Tommy, what was the thing you were telling me before we started the Rogue Entertainment stream earlier today? How you were dealing with, or how you were dealing with stuff like that, or how you was like a creator was saying that you're not a creator yourself, so you don't have a say in this.
Yes. Oh, yes. The idiot who was claiming that she came up with the idea of the What If series, and I got into an argument with this moron on Twitter. I don't know how I got tagged it in the first place, but if you're going to sit there and spew nonsense, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to hit you with facts and slap you in the face with it. I told this moron that no, you did not come up with the What If series. It was out since 1977 with Marvel, and in the 80s, DC did their own version of it, and then later on. A couple other like bigger companies did versions of What Ifs as well. And this idiot just sat there and argued with me over it. Like, well, if you're not a writer and you're not a creator yourself, how could you even talk about it? You're not even on my level. You know, oh, please, bitch. Do you even know what I've done in my life? You don't. I'm not going to get into what I did because I don't have to. I don't have to explain myself. Some of my friends here, I've talked to them and I've told them what I've done in the past. And you know what? I was a creator myself, so you can kiss my ass. I have every right to speak on it. If you want to spew nonsense, I'm going to fucking check you on it. And if you don't like it and your butt hurt, you can crawl back under your rock, or better yet, go out to the damn beach, bury your head in the sand, and wait for the tide to roll in. Do us all a fucking favor.
Well,
hopefully she doesn't live that far because gas is getting expensive.
I think Descartes said it best. You know, there's nothing so strange and so unbelievable that it hasn't already been said by one philosopher or another. Like, just because you think you have an original Descartes.
Sorry, Nietzsche.
No, not Nietzsche.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It just got weird.
Yeah, he just always wants to throw out philosophy and stuff.
Is it something weird? You want to see something weird, Scott?
Yeah.
Check your DMs. For
All
a
right,
second.
yeah, I like
but Martigan makes a good point. Is that
Thank you.
nowadays nothing is, and that's probably the only time I'm ever going to agree with Martigan. But nothing
Fair.
is
Oh yeah, we got
ever original. Nothing is truly original.
Yeah.
And a lot of it just comes down to, and I've said this before, a lot of it comes down to how you approach the material and how you do your kind of where the originality comes from is whatever your spin is on.
That also goes to like Joseph Campbell. There's only so many like stories that have been told, throughout human history. So
yeah, kind of like this.
What the hell?
that's a duck.
I'm not laughing.
What I want to point out. What I want to point out.
No, I'm not
is
laughing at that.
No, look, it's so fucking ridiculous. Look at the kid that's standing behind her. Probably going, Mom, what the
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. Hold on, I'm going back. I just dropped
You
it.
can't see the kid's face. It's cut off from here. But I'm just saying, like in the middle of the
Please
street.
tell me this was in another country besides the United States.
Yeah, I figured it was
This is in the
Australia.
United States.
All right, well that.
Yeah, there's a little kid right there.
You see the ducks? The ducks kind of slapping it. Like,
The
you know,
duck's here going like, get away
Yeah,
from me.
Or fupa's hitting him in the beak. That is
What is
messed up.
wrong with people? Where are the animal cruelty people at?
Right.
He's
right.
probably
That's
one
like
of them.
politics.
She's
He's
probably,
probably
a
one
PETA
of
member.
them. I want equality for ducks.
Oh
I-
God.
Geese,
I mean, he's
whatever.
not running. Like I don't know, how we can, decide consent, but he's not
Quack
running.
means quack.
You know what? I think I seen the best response to this on Twitter, and it was a good one. They said the lengths that people will go to get an insurance discount.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's
Shit.
weird.
What
That's
bothers me
weird.
is people could do stuff like this and they'll get defended. But someone like even take Matt Damon right now they're trying to cancel his ass because he admitted that his daughter, back when he was a kid in Boston, he would say that
he's admitted that he's from Boston.
Well,
He's from Boston.
Well, no, he would call people
The bundle of
fag.
sticks.
We can take
word.
this down, right?
The
We don't have
bundle of
to-
sticks word.
Oh, you guys don't want to watch it?
Scotty,
No,
could you
I
put up
don't.
10:59 after the hour. E Clay. Could you put
Which
that
one?
up there for me? Thank you.
Okay. All right, my bad. God, that's so funny.
Put the chat up from at 59 after the hour from E Clay. It's one of your channel members.
59 after the hour. E. Clay.
There you go.
That is fantastic.
Get my wat on.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, they're trying to cancel him because in high school he admitted to saying the fag word.
It's just the Howard the Duck What If
Oh my
episode. That is beautiful.
Like,
Oh
I could see Howard doing something like that.
Hail the chat.
no, because if you remember, according to canon, in the movie, he was very shy around what's her name, whatever her name was from the
I
Howard.
wasn't shy around Beverly.
Not at all.
Are you kidding? Because she tried to make a move, and he was like, "Oh, I got a headache."
You're right. He did.
Well, you know what? That
was
that
his
movie
one
that
time.
wasn't Howard. That really wasn't Howard. Not the Howard from the comic books.
I mean,
No,
his
no,
name
no.
was Howard.
maybe he's gay.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think he was trying to use her as a beard?
Like
She was trying to use him as a beard. What do
There
you
you
think?
go.
Just trans.
a condiment as well. It was for another situation entirely.
Yeah.
He was going to a James Gunn party.
Oh,
he's short.
Oh, now.
No. I mean, he's short. He looks little.
By the way, that
was-
condom should have came out like a corkscrew, right? Because they have corkscrew penises.
Yeah.
It's their hand.
Rub a
didn't
ducky.
know that.
You're the
Well,
one.
well, because like
Have you done something to one before?
no, I haven't. No, because some Australian, not this one specifically, but his people. Tell me about
His people.
His people.
I mean, your people was like, mate, a kangaroo has a 2-pronged penis, and I'm like, that's not a thing. And then so you go down that, rabbit hole. And next thing you know, a duck penis is like a
Corkscrew.
later.
But Matt, I'd like to point out that you were probably the only one that was going down those rabbit holes, my friend.
He was going in some hole.
But I didn't start the rabbit hole.
Duck hole. He was going down that duck hole.
Yeah, but can you get back to the
Also,
the
kangaroos can't hop backwards.
No, get back to the kangaroo. What do they have?
A 2-pronged penis.
Yeah, they can DP you.
Yep. And the female has like 3 uteri. Uteri or uteruses?
Uterus, I think, is that
Uteri.
the plural also? Like
Yeah, uterus would be plural.
Yeah. Like uteri. It has 3 uteri?
3
Uteri?
uteri. 3 of them. So really, he's outnumbered.
Yes.
If you think about
like
it.
a female kangaroo can be pregnant for the entirety of her life because, like, as soon as
Who
one
said
Joey
we don't
busts-
already have equality?
I want to find a kangaroo penis. Hold on.
The women actually dominate here in Australia.
Well, I bet you that's never something you thought you were going to say on one of your streams.
Not at all.
But aren't you glad you did?
Yes. Hold on. Let's see. I want to see this.
Scott, I wouldn't search it.
It looks like a red rocket. It doesn't look like a prawn.
But we can see it off your glasses, Scott.
Yeah, hold on.
It looks like a tent pole.
It looks like a really big earthworm. I don't see prongs, dude. I think you were wrong. I think you've been bamboozled
Ryno,
by
back me
the
up on this.
Australians.
This man is literally oh jeez.
So what you're saying is, wait a minute. What you're saying is, because Raging Ryno is from Australia, he should know if there's 2 prongs or not.
100%.
I don't actually know if there's 2 prongs or not. I would assume that there would be just one cock, but like, I don't know. They're an animal.
Yeah.
There could be multiple cocks.
Make a kangaroo.
Yeah, you know, Raging is a lot of things, but he's not a ruosexual, so stop it.
Also, like a dolphin penis is what's it called? Placentale?
Why?
Nope, that's
Why?
not it.
Do you know?
You know, they
this?
can grab you with their penis.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What, Ken?
like
What?
A dolphin.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Scott's gone down
Isn't
the
that
rabbit
finger?
hole.
Oh my
Now he's
God.
gone. He's
You
gone.
just
Oh,
screwed
my
me,
God.
man. You
Oh,
screwed
dolphins
me up.
are some of the most grapiest animals like on planet Earth. Like
And
it
Matt
really
has
has-
would know.
Oh yeah.
Why
yeah.
does that say She-Man?
Well, that's the new
Look,
Kevin Smith
it's
one.
Kevin
She-Man.
Smith. It's on the
Oh, that
box
makes
and
sense.
everything.
Yep. It's She-Man, Kevin Smith.
Masters of the Universe is in rainbow colors. 'cause
Yep.
it's, you know.
So,
The
Thank
most
you.
woke character
Prehensile.
adaptation
It's
in the
prehensile
universe.
penis.
Yeah.
I just got corrected.
Oh,
You're
oh,
showing DMs.
oh,
You're showing
dropping the
DMs.
GMs.
Can you buy that at a GameStop?
Wait, what did you say about me to somebody else? I saw my name up there. You were. What'd you say? Would have been
I'm
nice.
sorry. You might have to go
That was
look.
a different group chat you're not in.
Yeah, there's a lot he's not in. All right, we're gonna have to wrap it up soon, guys. I
That's
gotta go to-
what Riff said.
Yeah.
How would you
prehensile.
wrap up a kangaroo if it had prongs? Which I don't believe anymore.
Wait, what?
But if
They
the
don't
kangaroo,
wear condoms, Scott.
why wouldn't? That's messed up, dude. You're saying they can't wear condoms?
I'd say there's no need for them to. Like, one, who's going to develop a condom and design it for a kangaroo?
Maybe an Australian?
Huh?
You never-
Okay, got me
You
there.
never know.
His
I don't
people.
think we're really that retarded, but
I'm just saying if you have.
I mean, they are like there are a ton of them. Them and the emus.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many
Yeah, the
kangaroos.
you know the Australian coat of arms. You've got the kangaroo and the emu, and they're facing each other on the coat of arms.
Uh-huh.
And the
Oh,
reason
wow.
why it's both of those two animals is because they're the two animals in Australia that can't move backwards or can't move back. So we're always moving forward. That's what the
I
Australian
thought
coat
it
of arms.
had
Two dicks.
something. I thought it had something to do with losing to the emu in battle.
Yeah, maybe.
Do we know?
I don't know,
Raging.
Raging, if I was you, I would pick up on this idea, buddy, because you know what? This could be a whole new market for you. You should pick up on the narratives fucked kangaroo condoms, and you should make it work for your channel.
Yes, sir.
That could work.
Sounds like a great product.
Yeah,
Just so
there
you know,
go.
the Masters of the Universe. Thank you, Parrot Head, for sending that to me. I didn't know that. But there's this coat of arms. I didn't know that was an emu.
No,
Yep.
it did.
Emu and a kangaroo.
Emu.
It's like an ostrich, kind of.
Yeah, you can ride it.
Yeah,
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay. Can you ride them?
just bigger and better. No.
Raging, he's like, I hope people aren't that retarded or whatever. Dude, that's oh my god.
Well, in Australia, they might make condoms for their kangaroos.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
It's, I mean,
double wrap it. Marby Dog knows.
Yeah,
what I'm
it seems like
about.
a better idea than just bringing in another animal to kill off the animal that you're having a problem with.
Why be so violent? Just let them keep having sex, but use protection.
You got to protect. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think we can go any higher than that, Scott. I think that's it. I think that's the plateau of the show.
Now, does a duck-billed platypus have a corkscrew?
No,
I don't
know. No.
All right, moving on.
All right, we're actually going to close it out. I got to work in the morning, guys. Ryno, thank you, brher, for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
I love having you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you had fun, buddy. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at Raging Ryno. Please come and follow or subscribe, I should say. You can follow me on Twitter. I do have some merch going. Narrative's fucked. That is me in my wig and glasses. I've got actually some more merch coming, which is really cool. Charles features in this one. And
nice. Tell me you're going to have the He-Man one when you were wearing the He-Man suit.
Oh, I got the He-Man suit just over there.
Dude, that was awesome.
Oh god! So we're actually talking about getting a whole heap of new costumes and outfits for the full Aussie. But you can find me at Raging Ryno. I do have a video coming out really soon. It's back to my what are they called? Video essays. It's sort of like a well-edited thing. So yeah.
Nice,
is it going to be 8 hours?
No, it's only 15. It's basically a series. It's the Disney Star Wars continuity series, which I started a while ago. You can
I
find
like
it
those
on my playlist. So I'm expanding on that, and it should be good.
Can I tell you seriously, Ryno? Those are some of the better videos out there, man.
Yeah,
like that series you have is awesome.
I like putting them together. It's the ones that take the most time because it's the editing work that goes into them, and they're a scripted video. So I'm there actually putting together a script.
Oh shit! I gotta try that.
But there's, I find that you get rid of a lot of your ums and ahs when you script something. Of course. But yeah, they're really fun to make. I do like, and the replies that I get from them are really good. And it's better than. It's a bit different from sitting there just going, yeah, this show was really good, just doing a review channel or just talking just generally about the pop culture stuff. It's cool to do all of that, and I enjoy doing all of that.
Right.
But it's nice to have that extra little thing that I can add on top of that for content-wise.
I like it, man. Thank you for being here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Christy sent a banana. Thank you, Christy. Mad, you're up next. I want to know, what did your girlfriend text you?
Nothing. That's in the private chat. Don't worry about that.
Oh, that's private?
That's
his
in the private
girlfriend
chat.
texted him asking if James Gunn is the dolphin of Hollywood.
Clarify, but for kids. So let's not. You can find me over on Mad Barber Entertainment. Hopefully Mama Susan isn't still mad at me.
Did you ask if she's a virgin? What?
Is he frozen? He's frozen for me.
He does freeze up a lot. He freezes up a lot.
It's the face.
Yeah, that was great.
Matt,
Just talk.
we can't. What are you saying, Matt? We can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, just
Hello,
talk.
Matt, are you there?
Is he there? All right, thanks for being here, Mad Martigan. Next up, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, where you can find me talking about old toys, old movies, and the retro toys that are being done right. Monday at 6 p.m., we do Going Old School retro discussions, where we have a whole panel of people talking about the things that they love from the past. I'm also working on another series. Is going to be very similar to that with Vinny Art, and that's going to be called Collectible Past. As soon as everything's nailed down for that, we also have that live stream going as well. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. And Walton may find you and rub up against your tree.
Kiss my ass.
He loves cherry trees lately. Makini draws.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys, everybody, for stopping by. First thing, I did bring up a link. What I want to bring up is this is one of my newest videos I did yesterday. It was on the Ruse the Bat as Poison from Final Fight, and this came from the Thursday stream. I want you guys to definitely check that out. It's been a lot of fun. I am going to be doing a similar Hey guys.
Take a second, Makini. We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
What's this all about?
Wow, you're drunk.
Vegas kids, we're at the thing. We're at the thing with the thing.
Oh, the thing with the thing?
Making bad decisions, literally yelling at parked cars, which we just did. It was beautiful, by the way. It's beautiful. And there is a dump. Let me show you.
Oh, let's see the dump.
That's quality entertainment right there, culture. Hey, I was just gonna say, where did young Lemmy go? I love young Lemmy.
Can you check for peanuts?
Nick Weiser's great. Wow, my hair's a mess. Let me fix that.
It is a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous hair. You guys' hairs are absolutely gorgeous.
I don't like these two hanging out.
We're having a good time, man.
Yep.
Everybody's here. You've got everybody here. You guys should be here. I just talked to Robert Barnes. No, Viva Fry and Robert Barnes. I just talked to Robert Barnes. That dude's awesome.
Nice.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Kadish and all the salty crews here.
Ooh, Matt Kadish.
You've got a bunch of people. So I imagine you're going to see even more live streams again tonight. So
Nice.
But I had to pop in on the dump because I'm the heart and soul of the dump. I mean,
You pretty much are.
For the first time, I can see
Not
your
the
upper
peanut.
I'll show you the dump again if you want.
We're good with the dump, but thank you for coming in, guys. I love you.
I love you,
Bye.
Scotty.
Bye, guys. Be safe.
Come out next year.
Yes, I'll be there next year. Save me a spot.
Be safe.
Love you guys. Tell everybody I said hi.
Drink some water.
And tell Tommy I love him. And Mad Martigan, I
Yes?
did manage to make my way out of the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you on Toxic Tuesday, Mad.
Love you guys.
Make a hair baby. Make a hair baby.
Let me so loud. I'll see you later. Love you.
Bye,
Love you guys.
Later. They got to get him to a bathroom stat. He looks like he has to throw up.
I
We
love
did a whole bit where he
Hey,
got
I'm thinking
like,
they're going to make
kidnapped.
out by the end of the night.
I love drunk culture casino.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, take two. Sorry, Makini.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh, he gets a second chance.
Anyway, guys, I brought a new video up. This
Who
one,
are you?
Ruse the Bat as Poison for Final Fight. If you guys check that out, I left a link in the description. So if you guys check that out, it was a lot of fun. This came from the Thursday stream we did, and I really appreciate the support, guys. Other than that, tomorrow, of course, is the main show, Makini Live. We're kind of doing a second one of that because Tommy's going to meme the hell out of it, but this one is of Amy Rose from the Sonic series dressed as Chun-Li, so definitely check that out tomorrow.
You need to work that bottom end of the skirt in a little more.
A little bit.
Shut up, Tommy. Anyway, other than that, Tuesday is Draw with Maki, my art series where I just chill with you guys. We talk and turn the music on and such. Thursday, of course, is Thursday, the spiciest art stream on YouTube with me, Mads Mama Bear, and Rosetta Allen. Go check that out. Other than that, guys, we're good.
All right, buddy.
Working my ass off to that glorious 1K before Christmas. And
Where are you at?
For the incredible 657.
Moving on up, buddy. Moving on up.
Thank you guys for the incredible support. You guys are all incredible.
By the way,
Makini.
I dropped his link in the chat.
Thank you.
Not you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're
Oh,
on there
okay.
now. All right, Mads, what do you got to say? Okay, Christy, you're up.
Bye.
She wasn't even doing anything.
What are you talking about?
She hasn't done a Walmart stream in forever.
Subscribe to your favorite YouTubers and just have fun.
Thanks, Christy.
Good job.
You're the best. And next up, he's been quiet because he's boxing a lot of box, but it's the Red Gaze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Support independent creators. Go check out sunsworn.com and catch me every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where we showcase more independent creators, but not mad.
No, not mad.
Yep, never been on there either.
Love you, Gaze. Thank you for coming.
you
Next time,
created
stop
anything?
boxing and talk more. I love when you talk.
Created memories as a champion.
All right, say what you got to say, dude.
Yeah, come over to my channel. We have fun.
Thank you, Stephen Walton.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Please support all the independent creators on this panel and your favorite YouTubers. Shout out links for them. I am author Stephen Walton, the fandom historian. More to the chats with my brothers and sisters.
Oh,
Fighting for
historian.
mythology.
I hate that. I hate
Monetize
that
your
hat.
haters and support
My
independent
brothers and
creators. Wash your
sisters
hands,
in
wash
the
your
chat.
hands. Be good to each other. Peace.
All right. Thank you
I
very
don't
much.
understand why he always gets that outro wrong. He gets it wrong every single time. He doesn't give the people in the chats exactly what they want. I am author Stephen Walton, the lumber menace tree historian. You're a tree historian, born in the national forest, fighting for your right to get wood without splinters. We shimmy, but we do not kneel unless there's a fallen tree around. Wash your hands and wash your ass and make sure you water those.
Wash your tree branches.
Oh, God, that was all we ever needed. Thank you, everybody. Again, thank you, Raging Ryno. Sorry to cut it short tonight, guys. We'll be back Wednesday. You know, we're taking Mondays off until after the baby's born. So sometime in October, we'll start up Mondays again. I don't even know what number kid I'm having now. But anyways, for my 17 or something like that. Oberyn Martell level members. We have E. Clay Thomason, Valliant Renegade, Larry, Lady Tauriel, Culture Casino, who showed his upper lip tonight. Mad Martigan. Okay,
What? So glad that was. I'm glad I invested in your channel, Scott.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here
paid
too.
off so much for me.
Yeah, it's really doing well for you. Littlefinger level, Tina Bojan, Toxic Man Flu, Jake D, and Who Knew the Salt Would Flow. For Brightest Day and a couple others. Yeah, Culture's dropping the ball on upgrading my outro, so it's his fault.
He's been getting drunk.
Yeah, he's getting drunk. But this one here before we do the outro is for Mad
I'm a channel member too, you dick.
And I love you.
Care about you.
You are one of my favorite hot pie level people. These were the upper echelon people.
Yeah,
I love you guys.
People that are better.
I think a couple of you guys are. But this is for you, Matt.
Oh, come on.
It's still one of my
favorites.
favorites.
Who gives you all these
great.
things?
We got Culture Casino out there. We got Sporking News Podcast. We got author Stephen Walton.
Still don't know who this is.
We've got Lorena Creole. We've got.
You've been on a stream with him.
I'm trying. Vigilante
Me?
Williamson.
Yes,
we got
recently.
D.
He didn't stand out.
I'm forgetting somebody. Oh my God, I'll remember it later. Brain fart. But he says Kathleen Kennedy will never be fired.
This is a true stat, by the way. We did a poll.
Right, but I just gave you a commercial again. Street Smarts.
If I knew you were going to do a commercial, I'll make you a new commercial.
All right, make me a new one, but I like that one. You a new one. I like that one. All right, everybody, have a good night.
Is his name Garrett?
Yeah, it's close enough. You were just on a stream with him.
I do not think. I think you're mixing me up with somebody else. Why is my spoon?
Oh, I probably didn't invite you. Look at your twist.
Why is Matt's name crooked?
Because he's crooked.
It's a limp.
Well, his dick.
Scott, is there
Good night,